God Almighty bless you richly. I bring in good tidings from the Most High God, the one that seeth the ending from the beginning, the one that said the thing and it coming to pass, the one that made the children of Israel to walk on the dry ground in the Red Sea, the one who had promised and say, if my children that are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray, he said, I will hear them and I will heal their land. God said I should tell you that whatsoever you say, believing, putting on the enthusiastic muscles, is ready to do it for you. He also tells me that the heart of a king is in his hand. He turneth it whenever he pleases. He also tells me he's the God of Isaiah. In the book of Isaiah chapter 6, verse 1, he says, since the day King Uzziah died, he said, Isaiah, I saw the Lord. That is to say, there were some certain things that will happen in the life of Isaiah. A lot of things need to go down if we must see the promised land. God tell me again to tell you, is there anything too difficult for him to do? And he told me again to warn you, don't play the usual game. Stop playing the usual game your enemy have used for decades of years to defeat you. God have told me to warn you that there is a game you used to play with your enemy and they have been defeating you. He said you should change the game. When I go, Jehovah Jireh, into a battle, I am a winner. Oh. When I go to Jehovah Jireh, into a battle, I am a winner. When I follow Sanu Dazi into a battle, I am a winner. Oh. When I go Sanu Dazi into a battle, I am a winner. And again, God have told me to tell you that everything written about him is true. A lot of us believe on the what God did in the life of the Israelites. He told Joshua, he said, do not be afraid, not be dismayed. Have I not told you? I guess it was a warning to Joshua. He said, don't be afraid, not be dismayed. I've warned you about it. And God is telling me to tell you again. He said, who is this mountain before Zerubbabel? It shall become a plain ground. But there is a sacrifice you need to play. Don't play the usual game. The usual game that you used to play with your enemy. That's why you have been in bondage for so long. He said, as you warn you. I know most of you will not listen. So let me introduce the topic to you. Stop playing the usual game your enemy are used to. Stop playing it. There is a game you play. Your enemy, they are very used to it. You are playing it with them and you don't even know the game. You want to go and contest election with the ringi. You are going to polling unit with the ringer of the election. Why not derive another method You know, there are some certain mathematics. Either you are going to use simultaneous equation, you use almighty formula, or you use quadratic equations. There are so many ways to define life. Depends on how it have affected you. In my dialect, there are some people, you go say Agbonze. Hey, Jogo Ko, Eri Agbonze. You will hear another person again. Yogo Ko, Eri Agbondiria. So people will also say, Yogo Ko or Agbonmumeo. They are talking about one thing. They are trying to express it to you in the way it have affected them. That's what they're trying to say. They all mean the same thing. But you hear it in different tune and different preambles. They all mean one thing. You that is shouting OP, and the person that is saying divide Nigeria. It's just that you that is shouting OP, you became so daft. I saw a guy just now, that guy from Gambia. He have made another video. I have not watched the video anyway. One of our Nigerian bloggers carried it. He's talking about Tunadi Kanu, talking about referendum. But you that owns in Nigeria, you don't even know the meaning of referendum. A Gambian boy is already telling you what he did not say go and vote. Because he knows the consequences. When you keep on playing the same usual game, your enemy have been using, you are following them in the same method. You have been using fighting them what you are still using. Now, if I want to fight somebody that learn how to play the doka, all those snake in the monkey shadow, it's like this. I will not give you time to start using your blow. I'm going to Iwalo now pick and light direct. I go activate that year level for you. I will not wait till you come to use me to learn. Pia. Now me want to do take the monkey shadow. I will not do that with you. I'm going to rush you. Or I will just carry plan. Iwa mugbo. Because that same thing, this is how you have been defeating people. You have to derive a different method. Now, with topic, God never used me to talk to our people. Now, let me quickly play a video to you. Let me play a video to you. For proper clarity. Let me play a video to you. And I told you yesterday that in the side of Barcelona, as of yesterday, 8 people have died. But only Barcelona, not the whole Spain. Another one was buried yesterday in Madrid. If you count that one to it, that the one would know that's 9 from January. I'm only talking about Barcelona. A lot of you know Barcelona. 8 people have died. It might be not billion. Nothing, let me tell you. Now you are helping your oppressor to fulfill their mission in your life. You are helping your oppressor at the time you do not stop playing the same game your enemies have used to. Using killing you, put you in perpetual bondage, and they know how to play these games. And you don't have the logistics to go to the ring with them. Let me tell you what the Northern government have done for the Northerners. Your people's, your so-called whatever, they cannot even do it for you. Then you expect that the same person that said they'll be obedient to, we go to polling unit and vote for you. Not you that they're pregnant for the show belly. Are you kidding me? So it is not too late. Now, I'm not trying to say don't go and vote. You are going to cast your vote. I pray may they count it. But one thing you must have to get clear is this. In case if that did not work, also build up your consciousness to see how God can help us to fight the system. I want to bring this topic today to a layman understanding. Because the realm we are in the spirit realm, you know, in the spirit realm there are hierarchies. There are powers, there are principalities, while there are demons. Also it is. Also the way saying you have a sheriff department, you have FBI, you have CIA, you have Navy, you have Air Force, you have Naval Force and the rest of other things. Also it is of the spirit. For me, the level I'm operating in activism, I am the Archbishop of activism, first man in Africa. You can't now. Let them come out now. I know there are more activists than me, but I'm the Archbishop. Do you know why? Based on the word of God that I looked at it. If people do understand my teaching, I'm not going to be laying course today until when I'm permitted to lay course on some idiots. Now, let me quickly play this one to you. I have not even shared. Maybe after the video I share. Let me play this one to you. I think I'm supposed to. Should I use the voice only or should I use the voice only or
officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria are here in Passy, a remote area in Kid.
Wait, I'm going to play the video. I want you to watch it, please. Let me turn the video to the sea.
Officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria are here in Passy, a remote area in Kibia local government area of Kano State. Access road to the community is very poor with no visible communication network. The mission of the Oppres Bank was made known to the community leaders, and afterward, the people came out in large numbers, both young and old, to exchange their old Naira notes for new ones. Those with automated teller machine cards were also attended to.
I'm so happy to see the officials of the bank in our community. All my old notes was changed to new ones.
Though the policy is not convenient for us, but since it is a government policy, we have no choice than to obey. The team also visited Bunkure, Reno, and Tudunwada local government areas with the same mission. We have been thinking of how we are going to take our old notes to the city, but thank God that the officials of the Central Bank have come to our community.
We thank the Central Bank for coming to our community. We are so grateful.
Deputy Director of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mohammed Ali, who monitored the exercise, urges the people to take advantage of the opportunity provided for them.
You can see it's a remote area, so we'll be going to remote areas to make sure that people that have the old notes bring it out, so that we can exchange it with the new one, the cash swap initiative that the bank introduced. Well, the process has been very cordial, we're all happy to do that. People were happy that will come down up to their doorsteps, to exchange their money. Some you can see is a far distance from here to where they can get a bank. So they are happy that they are not going to lose their money at the end of the day. It's an opportunity that the government have provided, the Central Bank, so that they can now, since we're here, they can bring up their money and then so that we can exchange it for them. If they are not able to do that, then the other option is to make sure that they now take their money to a bank for a deposit.
The Oppres Bank said the process will continue across the 44 local government areas of the state. Ayo, Adinaye, Arise News Kano.
Now, he said the Oppres Bank said that the process is going to continue. Now, these other people, they went to go and meet the people in the remote villages. We are not talking about the town now. That to say the town people right now, their bank, they see money. Now, the people that cannot really come out, they go beg them for us, say, bring your money. Now, what does that tell you? No, as a Nigerian, what does that tell you? At times, I think we should be, as a Nigerian, in faculty of difficulties. There are different faculty of science. Most Nigeria is in a faculty of difficulty of the acrobatic state. They don't think. Now, what does this tell you? Here you are, the same CBN, who pay transporters, who pay bus, who pay staff. They are not going to pay commission. No. CBN, they are using their own money to go and beg people in the village, please bring the one that you are bought, the one way don't tear, bring and come on. But the same CBN, you went to CBN bank. There are banks all over those states. They did not give you money. Then what does that tell you? And now the kind of still concern. is caused by airport. The reason why I keep on creating different topics is this. I want to see how I can be able to also help as many. Whatever decision you are taking today, you are not doing me. Like, what is the death rate right now? Is it affecting me? I know every one of us is going to cry. The cry is made for everyone to cry. I have my own cry to cry. You have your own cry to cry. Because this very syndrome, Ayugbe syndrome, Agwamagwan syndrome, or Lieke syndrome, there is no family, it does not happen. At times, you that doesn't know me before, you believe me more than my childhood friend. It's like that. But I cannot say, I know they say a prophet have no honor in his place. It have long ago that it start happening. At times, you cannot save somebody, your own neighbor, you can't save your neighbor because he believes to you. But you can save somebody in millions of kilometers away. Life is like that. There are people, most of you today, right now, after this very video, you go and have a rethink. Oh, definitely what this guy has said is true. If it was a Suleiman or one of those churches that preached this very message, stop playing the same usual game with your enemy. You go and think, it's true. Oh, you see all of them putting money in the altar. Every one of them will start dropping money in the altar. Now, how did that derive to today's topic? How did that derive to it? So many men of God right now, we also watch my video and pick up the heading and go and create their personal messages. In the book of Esther chapter 4, what did the Esther say? If I perish, I perish. Because the enemy of Mama Esther did not use that word. He chose to use the word. Only the decision Esther took, if I perish, I perish. He did not want to go to the palace the same way other people are going. He intended to break protocols. Other people were going there, Papa will carry them, go there. But Esther, she first of all prayed. The prayer other people have not prayed. She called her media. He called all of them. Please, oh, let's join hands together. Give my mom where we put in. He thought he play a different ball game. Now, why are you playing the same game with the enemy of your soul? And they know the game more than you. They can finance this very game. They are the ringer, they are the ringy. They can ring anything ringable. Now you are there to try to build up other people again so that they'll go and celebrate 1 billion. They will get back gun to themselves again and begin to live the normal life which they are called to live. They are used to this journalism, and you are not used to it. There are most of you right now, a person who carry gun for pocket. Maybe you carry a now, maybe you don't say that person carry gun. You will not want to enter the same bus with that person. You will say, oh, Yasin, what I mean, not use until rob me. That's why the person is not going to confess you. You will not enter because your mind, not your you are not wired to do such a thing. Now, why do we choose to play the same game where they are champion? You play with their champion. They want to go into fight with you with the same method they used to do. Tell them no, we will not be using this stadium. Or you don't know, say anytime I play ball for that stadium, you must lose and something must happen to you because of what they bury in that very place. If they said they want to vote, I say, what stadium are we going to be using? You say, no, we will not use Oppres Stadium. No. We will not use Oppres Stadium. This last month, we are going to be playing in Inewi Stadium. No, sir, I want, I'm to choose where we are to play this very last tournament. We are going to Inewi. Why? Because you know that anytime you play ball in Oppres Stadium, there is always something that happens to you that does not make you to make a goal because of something they did some time ago. You are not so sure of it. You will revote it automatically. They will carry the mass to Inewi. Automatically, you see yourself doing the normal thing. And the only way most of you will be able to live a fulfilled life, and who don't know normal, the song you sang many years ago, Come in your baba, come in your otuni yewe bonoma. This thing will not come to pass. If you are following these same people play the same game. They know it more than you. They are champion there. They are what they are champion. That's why I gave you a battle. If you want to find any person that's a bosser, no space and what they there. Uwa loto wa mwe uleleve fin. E bosser mo bogwa fin. Wale una we o wa awe ya for wa gagia. Udu awe akon kwan. O ma tiblo. Don't follow him like that. There are different ways to tackle a lot of problems. Right now, you may be surprised. I'm not the type that believe in garalism. But I only want to show it to you here so that you know that if you are going to relay me tomorrow, you are going to see what you have not seen before. I'm not a fighter. I don't even fight anybody in Spain. Say they can't, record my paper down. But Ogbas no say my body they boil. I hate oppression. I hate injustice. I hate xenophobia. I hate corruption. I hate everything you can ever talk about that make people to feel as if they are in the state of inanium. I hate it. By so doing, if you are coming close to me, you have to come with your real mind, mellow down, one yo. Just come without my field muscular. Be said. Let's remove my field muscular and do the normal thing we are supposed to do. Kif. That's the way we can function. Now, you are playing the same game with them. You are going to election with them. Why? You doesn't have machinery. Most of you right now, I don't think it will be. If you even come to ringing, these people, they still ballot boss. That's how they will be winning the election. You know quite all right. The Tiger and Lion Benin, they know the reason why Obaseki succeeded. Because the old police, they said that they come to Benin. Where the Tiger and Lion, they zone them to their ward. Is it not what they call it or poly booth or poly unit? The head of Tiger and Lion not see where by vote. Now make Obaseki win. They give him money. He couldn't use it. Do you have such machinery? Did you have it? You don't have it. Then why are you fooling yourself? Please get it clear. I'm not discouraging you that voting is bad. Voting is the best thing in life. But to our own case, there's no way you can ever combat with these people. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. This is a game they've known. They've trained themselves for it. The system, this is the kind of game they permit. Why are they not wanting to go the same game with the draft and referendum? Una the Kanu say, give a referendum. If it is referendum they are doing right now, let them cancel election and do referendum. If at the end of the day, Nigeria win the referendum, then we remain one Nigeria. Me, I will not agitate again. There is always a ground for self-determination. Okay, now let's go to polling whatever. If you want to remain Nigerian, let the Igbo even vote. Referendum, there's no way you can ring it. Or let go account it by census. Or let everyone intermediate and vote. If you want the vote to be splitted, thumbs up. You'll be so surprised that 80% good head of the Biafra land, they need freedom. Don't think that the Benin people you are seeing today, scolding other people, they don't let the system affect them. Because of the commitment, their father have already committed themselves. Because of the oath they have drank. The reason why most of them today, they cannot even say anything, are you mad? I say somebody from that same lineage. He called me and said, Newton, everything you are saying is true. God will bless you. He dashed me 50 euro along with it. It's pure. He said, but I don't have their blood. Most of these people, they know. The reasonable one inside, they don't. How many times have you ever wanted to see these people coming out fighting for their father? So I'm Nenemichi, so and so. Why are you talking to my father anyhow? Even the people that's attacking us on media are the same the knowledge of Ogiso. They are Idu Domingo to children. 99% of them, because they were bought of. I'm telling you today, this is the first time of me doing such a video like this. True to God, if I'm lying, let this water worry me. They are not the children of the Lebinu. They are Idu Godo because of that they don't know who they are. They want to go and collect bead in the palace. That's what they are doing. Why is their children not carried to their head? The main people that even host the land invaded us. They know they invade us. The one that I make a video one day say, stop fighting your father. Some of them, they have fought their father to stupor. Their father is just in the spirit rather than looking. 99% of people calling people Ogyomba, man, they are Idugodomigodo. Their own father were enslaved and killed. They are Idugodomigodo. I'm telling you today, go and verify it. Ask them their village where they are from. Then you will know from there. Because they don't know who they are. Now, why right now, let's assume I'm fighting for my father. Why are there anybody coming out? Even their spokesman, this useless nothing boy, not a real woman. If not your boy walking out there, he tried to maneuver and begin to call himself a different name. Is he doing Godomingo son? Because of hunger, and he doesn't really know who he is, or due to the position his father were occupying, a slavery position. A position that a man can just come and take away your wife away. Who said? Who told you that? Now we intend not to play the same game with them. We are coming with fact and figure. That is why I pick up the Bible, which is my plastic missile today. I pick up my Bible, which is B-52 jets. I pick up my Bible, which is JF-16 jet of America. I pick it up. I pick up all nuclear weapons, sophisticated. That's why you see me at times. What you don't hear from my mouth, you cannot hear it anywhere. You can't hear my kind of lessons everywhere, anywhere. I can, from politics, I will switch to that to make it run and give you the proper understanding. That's what we are doing today. We choose not to use the same name they are using. And right now we are countering them. Let them come and say now, a man that sent up his wife after even bride price. We are not talking about just ordinary your boyfriend or girlfriend or he just born for you. You never go put money for your head. He will stay outside. The man go follow his wife, enter house. Do anything with her, finish. They'll come give her touch her inside. And that same person will be calling somebody Ogyomba. Let's assume that was the same thing his father did. That people came out and criticized. If this very naughty boy was to be a chief, you can't talk it to. This is what most fathers in the doors are doing. That get most of us furious. Why would this similar thing? Why must you do it? They will not give you a name. As a scared artist, don't talk about it. That was why today, the most place on earth you can ever speak the truth is Edo State. They don't allow you to speak the truth there. Irritate them. He put them into trauma. He put them in a chaotic kind of quiet. You can't go there and speak the truth. If this boy were to be a chief or a king, my dear, whatever thing he does is right. Whatever thing he does is right. Then we have seen in social media that somebody that came out and said, this man, they forbid something for him. They so do that man, they naked him, and he drank all concussion in that very palace. Upon saying if one first joined them, they don't even have permanent friend, they don't have permanent enemy. If we are their friend today, at the time you mistakenly say you want to start doing the right thing, you have to continue the wrong that you have been doing, continue it. A man that came and said, for those of you Benin, that does, if this man commits crime, we have to forbid it for him. He can do whatever thing that is likes. He can do whatever thing that we forbid something for him. But the very day the man heard, he does not even hear. The man felt, I have my right to call anybody or to make friends with anybody. If they call somebody a name, now that civilization they come, now they will give you, once they tag you that name, even your own brother is not supposed to even come to your house. Your own children will don't greet you again. But thank God today, we are putting civilization to them. Because they live like aliens. We are bringing in civilization. That's why none of them have been able to counter what I've been saying. The only thing they have, Suhungu. That's what I've been saying, Suhungu. Now who is eating head on the wall? Just look at very, very fresh. I can't really get it. What makes you last long in whatever thing you are doing is truth. Surround yourself with truth. Truth is like a Trump tower. That the people with the right standing With the truth, we run into it and they are saved. That's why I can do a lot of millions of things today in this field of activism. Because of the true word that I carry. Irrespective. Now, why am I breaking this little analysis to us? You don't reply your enemy at times the way they replied you. You're surprised now. I'm mentioning people I don't mention because they don't want me mentioning their name. I'm just doing teaching. Even me, they pity for them and they speak. I'm sorry for them because the trauma behind it. You may just look at them, they say on media, my dear, the trauma remains for life. Do you know how many people have kept that video? Do you know how many people have kept that video? That when their children want to become a minister tomorrow, if they manage to even occupy political position, you will see CIA roll out. Do you think this man in America, this boy that used to fight him from Benin, anytime he see and say 1 week, I know of course and say, you are stupid, you are mad though. He does not play the same game that man plays. Because that man get mad. Do you know what he does? You go carry a past video with any person terrorist. Go your player. The man spirit go your weak. Because all those things he does. His conscience is whipping him, that feeling that he's not supposed to do it. You know when somebody begin to remind you of your past, and those past was not just good at all. That was why in the book of Ephesians chapter 4, the apostle said, I, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you, brethren, that you walk in the vocation wherein you are called. Right now, Paul was no longer in prison. Paul were also doing reflection about the bad life he used to live. Or the bad thing he used to do, he do them no more. Or the Ogyomba used to call people, he called them no more. Or the Yamiri used to say, he said them no more. There is a great change since he met the true word. That's why if that guy want to deal with him, he will just pull out one video. The guy go threaten and say, man, I have more. Before you know, this is the tactics this very young boy have been using. Because this very young boy cannot go to intense or verbal talk with that man. That man will bury him. But this guy could go and keep some certain weapon. The weapon rather not that the guy is forging it to. The things you done before, I want to go and bring it out. The man go come. Now if somebody like that can strategize, I've been able to know how to conquer a man, how to put that guy and lie on his knee. What method? What proactive measure have you been able to put in place to make sure your life is good 2023? You are following them doing the same thing. A video came out yesterday, let me play it for you. A guy cried out that they doesn't have logistics. A guy cried out that they doesn't have logistics to go and vote. Now, with these people tomorrow, go to the polling booth or to the polling stations. Now, let me tell you another thing again that makes the naira to be scarce. You know, at times when you are over hungry, you are in need of something, you are thirsty of something. At the end of the day, something just happened. Then a lot of people compromise their value based on the situation of things. That's what Sayomore said about great legend, may continue to rest in peace. I use him for most of the examples. I'm not doing it for children to recognize me, neither for you to praise me. That is, I've seen people who have contributed the best of their quarters. We will always remember them, even in their grave, even wherever they are, you know. Then he said one word that today I still keep on applying it. And those things, anytime I talk about it, anytime I'm doing my activism, it reminds me of how people have labored for you. But today we do not bloody care whether any person have done anything or have done anything or not. All we just feel is the same thing. In one of his music he said, a dog that won't compare himself with a tiger or a lion, he will die in the bush. That's why we have to make another plans. We have to have plan A. Now, these same people who not the canon not right from time. If who not the canon have been saying want to campaign, the same slot they give to Obi, they would have given it to Una the canon. But will Una the canon because of presidency? Can he be able to give total freedom to his people? No. Did Una the canon have freedom personally? No. Yes, he has freedom. He's a British citizen. he would have been able to, make up his royalty as a king, as heir to the throne of his father. Even UK will recognize him with the brain that he has. But he left those things behind. He called you brethren in suffering. We must do this together. He saw it that if we go to the same poly booth with these same people, they will defeat us. Because the system permits them to ring. You are happy over 400,000 soldiers. Are they coming to come and defend your vote? Or are they defended you once? What happened to you in Lekki? You have forgotten. Do you know how many times the Buhari government have flipped the Supreme Court judge, Zazaki? The Supreme Court said free him. They detain him. There's one other man again. Supreme Court said free him. They detain him. Unadikanu, the Supreme Court sent him free. They still detain him. But nobody speaks. That why is a Buhari flipping Supreme Court order? Supreme Court, they are the most powerful. They are powerful than the president. Their decision is final. But when the Buhari now bring up policy about a note money, if we Shomole, no we can hear they can Buhari. There was a rally he went at the campaign. Let me play part of it to you. He throw man be Buhari. Right now, it's in this phone. It's in this phone I'm using. But let me see whether if I will get it, go back up. Whether I don't go back up. At times, they could go. But let me just see whether I don't go back up. I'll play for you now. So these are where we find ourselves. There are so many persons who don't really know what's happening. But we keep on imitating some persons. Just for them to actualize their dream or something, I don't know. But I keep on telling you, you cannot keep on doing one thing and expect a different result. It is impossible. Okay, he's here. Just listen. You see, Supreme Court judgment. It's somebody no more no there. What's the back here? Under Nigerian democracy, the Supreme Court, once it pronounced, the president was obeyed. Now, if Oshomole without fairness, for example, why has he not been talking about the injustice? That's why today, a lot of you did not know. You think these people meant well for you. You don't know why people like us insult them. They are the ones that want your life to be like this. Right now, it's coming again right now, criticizing Buhari. We campaign for him. Is it not the same thing you do against Obaseki when Obaseki was trying to take a different stand? This politician for you. If Buhari call him now, that's why I say Buhari who don't represent Buhari. Call him now, show tension. What were you saying in the camp? The DSS go carry him. If the federal government demand Oshomole now, say make them naked down, carry come. They go naked down with Ekia, carry go meet Buhari, with the add Buhari for Asoro. You know what we're going to say? As you are supposed to know, now that is campaign tactics. How do you want me to talk to me? So I have to criticize you. Can be a see, Baba. But he just said it now as if he's against Buhari. He's not against Buhari. He don't want to use it to calm yourself down, say, I don't get hand this side, me, I'm innocent. But the person I'm telling you right now, which is Tinubu, you are going to be voting for the 25, he will never do such a thing to you. These are politicians for you. They lie. And the one that tell the best lies once. Politicians, they can criticize anybody just to get that vote, and later they'll go and apologize. But the person who will criticize you even when you are there, you are not there, it's me, Baba Doko. Umie Zuzu, Nera me pe me ore yo. Gwema mi Zuzu re ni ye me pe me re yo. Obono pe re yi mi okere ore yo. That is me for you. If I said I'm with you, just the same way God said, say, lo, I am with you always. That is to say, if you are passing through fire, is with you. If you are passing through enjoyment, with you. When the Moses confronted the Red Sea, because of the promises God have already given to them, Moses looked around and he was frightened. There was fear in the life of Moses. And Moses quickly left the congregation they lead to. He left the crowd and said, God, what am I going to do? And God told him, he said, Moses, you know you are a submarine. You have never fought water before, and this is another water. You are to fight it, but what you are going to use, the rod in your hands. That's why God asked Moses, he said, what's that? He said, Baba, I guess Moses he sang this song in the spirit. Oh, miutalukpopo, the ramerie me oge you, umiatalukpopo, yeni yemerie me you. Emanowe. Ogo dragiyan oge yo. Ogo dragiyan no setting your man oge yo. Then look at it. He gave Moses instruction. And Moses raised up his hand. He said, according to the word of God, I have survived water before. That is why any battle you have fought in life, there is a reflection God always do. He will remind you of it. And I don't really know the reason why I become used to water. And I not be mommy water, I not be submarine. But so my mama told me one time, Newton 14 hours, there was some powers who made even when your fuel finished in Zodiac. Do you know some kilometers to the seashore? The Zodiac was a 4.5 way. It was a wave that pushed us to the seashore. Am I communicating? And God reminded me, said, Newton, get close to the water. You have survived water before. This water, powers inside the water, will bear you weakness and will stand by you. That was why Moses looked at the water. He said, yes, I've done it before, we'll do it again. I survived here before. I was told I was drawn out of the water. That was why when Moses' mother, after he had raised Moses for some time, when Pharaoh, you know about the Pharaoh before, the story before. When it comes to a time of naming ceremony, they called the Moses' mother, bring Moses, because they don't know saying that Moses' mama and born Moses. Moses' mother were called by Pharaoh's daughter, through Miriam, because Miriam was who the Moses' mother told, say, wait here, see what happened to your brother. Miriam is a little girl, Yokpa woman, or Jeva woman, or money woman, Mama, you Modana, Miena. They tell Modana, Wamiana, Monotopale, Benera Vije. Oh, wait, please come. Mommy is the one that dropped this one here. Moses' daughter came after leaving the beautiful swimming pool in the palace. The power of God pushed him out of the palace to go and wash herself in that local river. He took all the guests, said, let's go there, let's go and have some fun. They got it there. Then when Moses noticed in the spirit that the helper that is going to draw him out of the water have come, Moses started crying. That's why I say Yoko Kwatan. You don't know anytime I say Yoko, Uboho will appear. Okay, you don't know. You think it's for fun. Okay, you don't know. Okay, you are just knowing, and now you have known. I've given you. Anytime I say Yoko, I need extra power because I want to make some certain declaration that I want that it to work immediately. Either I want you to understand something or I want to kill. You know that I'm going. As I'm here right now, I can be fighting spiritual battle somewhere. Moses heard that the destiny helper was coming. He cried, wah, wah, because not until you cry, your destiny helper can never have compassion for you. He took compassion that your destiny helper will have for you that will make them to help you out. This was what the Biafran is doing today. They are saying no election. This is the highest civil disobedience you can ever do. Please, we will not validate Nigerian election. Mona can't help us. They don't kill us. We not go allow them. On the 23, we are going to block our border. So, 24, everybody go sit at home. On the day of election, we not go agree. Because these people, they are tired of the suffering. They want everybody to come and hear what Nigerians be doing to them. Do you know after that very election, the Nigerian, the whatever international media, they are going to start asking questions. Why did these people really not validate Nigerian election? Because they want to get their freedom. So you are crying, you are playing the same game. You are going to the same police station with them, the same game. Since 1960. Is it not the same game that make me to pass through the water? Because I couldn't wait for visa. I would have even gotten American visa, but now we are in Mudia before I can die. He had in Mudia. It's also and so person can cross it, I will also cross it. That was how I left. But when Moses cried that cry, Moses cried no cry. The Pharaoh daughter now said, I had the voice of baby there because they know. Because that time now female children they like. I guess Moses, Pharaoh's daughter, you see they play with Mary and time. Maybe he saw Mary and said, man, what are you doing here? He said, I just come out to come out so play now. Then he said, he told the guest, Pharaoh's daughter told the servant, fetch that baby. When they gave Moses as a little baby, they gave it to Pharaoh's daughter. Pharaoh's daughter look at it. Not be person tell her and say, na Hebrew be this. He look at it, say, this is an Hebrew. Of Israel na him. If this shall not define like this, he immediately have passion. Compassion on him. He told me, Lare, go to so and so tent. I guess it was the Spirit of God that recommended in the heart of Pharaoh's daughter to go and also call Moses' mother. Miriam went and called his mother. Miriam little Miriam Guama. Miriam Wato. Miriam Ugato. All of you watching today, you will have child, you will have daughter like Miriam. Very sensible. He did not even say, let me go and call my mother. He went to go and call somebody. Say, call person for me. That's why character is very okay. Because of the character of the woman have been good in the tent, even when they were in slavery. Pharaoh's daughter did not say, no, shucks, you will not take out the child. He obeyed tradition and custom. Not like this useless boy in the Sweden. Or mafia where you are, even when they were suffering. Or Mark Big Aganoya cooking here. He kept her said. That was some of the things that prompted Pharaoh's daughter. That now he can't use and draw here. He said, come, oh woman, take care of this baby for me. Take care of this baby for me. I will pay your wages. I will be paying you salary every month. When you go army, I guess Moses' mother right now says some specific amount of money that will not make him and the family to be okay. I will pay your way. I guess in the heart of Moses' mother, you want also, oh way man, Jehovah needs your way man, Alpha and Omega way man, always save me man, or go away, oh way man, Jehovah needs, because the child that left this woman's hand before. The child that left this woman's hand before. When Moses were putting Moses in the river, he does not mind the shark. He does not mind the harmattan. He does not mind the wild animal that may devour the child. The only son that was left with Moses' mother. Instead of the child, made a come kill her from her hand. He went to go and buy a basket. That was why the only son that was left with the Kanu was to create ESN to protect his people. Today is a prison for you. Come on to hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu. You are selfish with it. A lot of you are excited right now. You are very happy with the message. But have you facing a deal of this commitment? Let me finish up this story. I think this is the first time of me and another story to the very time. God have your way. Then Moses' mother, he took Moses home. Carry her again. Or Monati Amule, the child that we had them before. Now come to the mother openly. This very child, take care of her, is now the son of the palace. Anything, where those children for palace, they sleep. Automatically, Moses' mother right now, we are not given a separate accommodation to raise Moses. Different from every other child of the Israelite. Despite the comfort, Moses got. Despite the comfort, Nnamdi Kanu got. Despite the comfort, Moses grew there in the palace. When it comes to time for naming ceremony, they call Moses' mother. Bring the Moses, because nobody knows that Moses mama born now. I will say they know, therefore kill him. But Pharaoh's daughter does not even choose to go and search for DNA. God just blunts that mind. That brother would have even say, we must look for this person. Because there is a special thing God wants to use that child for. It was on a special mission. That's why that special mission, God also creates special people that go to fulfill that mission. That makes me to be special in the whole Nigeria. You may not believe. I don't say you should monetize my page. No problem. Now, he said, during the naming ceremony, they were singing and all that. Moses' mother were just watching. But what going to become of this my son? I guess Moses' mother was always praying for Moses. That which my son, that God has said concerning you, may come to pass. At least they will know. If you know Tavi Bomona, Uzano Dazi, if you know who I am, Yahweh. Pharaoh's daughter said, I name you Moses because I drew you out of the water. It was the people that were meant to kill Moses. The same daughter of the man that put a band that henceforth any male child born of the Israelites will be killed because of jealousy. The same person's daughter. Or even the mom be having. And this Pharaoh's daughter know that this is an Hebrew of Israel. You not say me kill her. You still use and take drop person we want to take over, which is Moses' mother. That the contract we are not saying that my picking be this. Moses' mama not tell Moses, tell the woman say, now my picking will thank her for bringing my child. Moses' mother were doing a tashi. That why impartation comes in. Say, I name you Moses because why? I drew you out of the water. That was the remediation that God gave to Moses. Moses, you have survived water before now. Why are you afraid? This is another water. Osama e yoku o, Baba ma e yoku o, Udazima e yoku ede, no mana komyoto, no mana komyoto, Baba Udazima e yoku o, Osama ma e yoku o, Enutima e yoku o, no mana komyoto, no mana komyoto. He said, what's that in your hand? He said, he said, stretch it. Water one first obeyed you. This one will also obey you. He reminded Moses. Moses, have you forgotten? You are a submarine now. You are about to fight water. You have fought one before, this another one. He stretched up the rod by faith. According to God, he stretched it. The rest he parted. We are going to be having a church. We are going to be having a church after all this mess. After we are clear up this false gospel. You will like it. I pray by then God might have anointed a lot of people that have black men like me. Who does not lie. You will like the church. Imagine we are to be in a church. And almost of you are very happy. That was how the Red Sea parted. They started passing on the dry ground. And the people have already started complaining. The same IPOB, what IPOB is doing today. When Una the Canon were sold out, a lot of people that used to bomb for Una the Canon, who have people vowed that I will die for Una the Canon. They thought selling Joseph, the dream was gone. They are not even the one leeching on Una the Canon. Allowing Una the Canon enemy to mock at him. You allow Una the Canon enemy to mock at him. You know, when someone close to you denied you, just the same way Peter denied Jesus. In the book of Luke 22, read from verse 50 something. And this was what Jesus Christ already said. He said, before the cock crow, you will deny me 3 times. Peter said, no. That was what Jesus, what Peter said. But when the cock crow, a small little boy, a little temptation that shake Apple, that made them to start insult you now, they come. The same thing happened to Peter. Small picking. I used to see you guys in Galilee. Peter, below, one of them. Peter said, who did you now? You walk by now. Another person again met Peter. You are this man's friend. I snap you picture. Look at the picture. Certificate of occupancy. See your phone. Peter said, man, again, Peter went to another corner. Like, one of the way you have him there. Yes, you are one of them. Peter said, according to the story, Jesus Christ looked at him. What Jesus Christ said come to pass. Did what Unadi Kanu said come to pass or not? It come to pass. He said, you will be the one to betray him. I will not be the one to betray him. What a man. That you are just aligned because of your stupidity to get out of this free world. If the world meets Unadi Kanu, the world will suffer again for another millions of years. You will never see such a man like that again. If you not be Unadi Kanu, you be like Unadi Kanu. It's the same thing Jesus Christ told Peter. And when Unadi Kanu we were talking about the useless DOS. He said, you will be did they betray him, yes or no? They betray him. What Jesus Christ said about Peter, did it come to pass or not? Now, the most interesting part of it, after Peter have denied Jesus, then the cock crow. Kukuruku! That's why Peter feel remorse. The last denier. They now blindfolded Jesus again. They latches him the more. At the time, person that was supposed to defend you when you are in problem is not the one mocking at you, my dear. Your pains will increase. The pains of Jesus Christ was times 100. Some of the weeping after Peter have denied Jesus or Jesus, they whip him again. Because the only person who said it can say hallelujah. They sang this song with utmost joy. That's why I do tell you at times, Newton is alone. I don't know whether anything will change you tomorrow. That's why I prepare myself, I'm alone. But I know we have a lot of prayers. But when it comes to physical things at times, they can even buy you at any time, who knows? That's why and I go to Kagbeze. Because I survived here before. If you ask me now, I know be mommy water. But I don't know why I found myself here. I'm always here. If you ask me, I don't know. I'm always here. I'm always here. I don't know what I'm doing here. If you ask me now, I go ask. I don't know what I'm doing here. But I know that there's something here. I know that there's something here. So that's that. They whip Jesus again. They blindfolded. They started even, the mockery, they have not made mockery of him before. They started making mockery of him. This one goes slap him. They go see open here. Who taught you? The person that said he has power. How will he start doing magician? Say, now you touch me. Like prank. Jesus, a Peter or young, but Jesus not doing the way prank. Even a prank in that one. They'll see blindfold again. Wipe on. How many of us who wipe you last? The man passed through pain. Because someone, the right hand man, one of the board of trustees, who said, I will be with you till the end. I'm going to carry the cross with you, betray him. Who now the kind of pains in social media increased because the people that were supposed to stand on the gap for him, they were not. That was why the pains increased. How with the energy that these people had, the deal usually was having, and everyone that was agitating for Biafra freedom, they continued. It would have not been worse than like this if not reached like this. That's why if your friend is not the one backstabbing you, your enemy, they won't let you again. That's why don't play the same game. Stop playing the same game. You used to play the same game. Try to I tell a lot of people that don't know I'm going to come out. The very day you never expect it, maybe I'm going to come on media to come and do a Thanksgiving message. Now, I don't program you ahead. True to God, I was never even expecting God is going to use me today to use Moses to explain to you. I never planned. I don't write messages down. I don't write point. I only write headings. Inside that heading, God knows what to do. My own just God gave me the heading. The rest of that word will come. The same word we use yesterday, the same word we are doing today. I think you have been able to get it. The reason why you must not have to play the same game your enemies are playing. Don't go to the same ring with them where they have been winning you tragedies. That's why you watch some certain actor. If they met with both before, maybe at the middle of the film, never reach last fight, the boss must definitely beat them. Why did they write that script like that? So that made the actor for go train more. They are teaching you a lesson. That there is a reason why you must have to do extra training. What extra training have you done now to make sure you collapse this very system that is benefiting all these useless politicians? In the same polling booth you want to go. And they have been defeating you there. They have been killing you there. Your natural resources have been milked away from that place. You want to do the same thing with them. But I want to salute the Biafra struggle. I hardly do this. But I have to do this for Manzuna and the Kano. You guys have tried. May the God of my ancestors make you see victory. It's not easy to strategize and know that yes, we are not going to be using the same method again. Why use the same method all the time? Since 1960, the same method. When election comes, you are very happy. And you don't even think, what about these people they are going to defeat us again? Hey, opportunity or election. I was expecting all dying Nigerians today to even be hashtagging free Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra must go. Biafra must go. Even though you don't even come follow them. At least this one will put an end to the suffering that people have been passing through in Nigeria. But you like the suffering. That's why Nigerian people, they fight hypocritical fight. The freedom they need is hypocritical freedom. The difference between divine freedom and hypocritical freedom. They don't just need like that. They are just by saying it. They are used to it. Look at the door today. I show you a video where the northern government are making provision for CBN to go with their staff and go and change money for the indigenous. Why you yourself, you go and queue in the same office of the CBN, they don't give you money. People have died. So many property have been damaged. Why there are people that is enjoying? This was what Nnamdi Kanu saw, that we are not supposed to be together. Now, what's giving you that infantry? What gave you that tenacity? What makes you feel that you are at the same page with these people? Because of mental slavery they put you. Because you have been hypnotized. And this will not get cured. That is a religion COCs. What we are passing through today. Our life has been over misused. Anyone that control your brain control you. Anyone that control your brain control you. That was why they brought out television. I've told you several times with that number. The meaning of television is to tell light to your vision. They tell light to your eyes. That's the meaning of television. That's the full meaning of. They brought it out not for your good, but to kill you. That's why if CNN is talking about one thing, I say the time is going to come. You can see how they are doing transgender now. Everybody is carrying it. Before you know it, this generation, if they succeeded in this generation, the children that are going to be giving birth to, let's say 20 years time, they go feel say, now so God take creator and say, man, they marry. Because it's in television, it's in everywhere. They use it to tell that to your vision. There are a lot of things we are not supposed to accept. Look at now how they now manage it. They brought it out in telly. Any man who is married, he have another, you must have to have a second wife. But in the old, our father get married to as many wives as they can. But today is a sin. Today is the highest sin any man can commit. I've given the illustration here. There are some women. They're so hacking to that thing that if, let's say, prophet even say, I see your husband. A girl is coming to your husband's life. And this girl is going to make your husband to be great. And the purpose of this girl coming is not to come and snatch him from you. But they will be doing something together that will now lead to jealousy. The woman will start making preparation. He will start going to a native doctor. This dream, let it not come to pass. If you even come to the word that the woman was supposed to say, amen, God, I thank you. God, we're just waiting for the woman to say amen, so that every one of them will live suffering. Just because of the one rank where the husband want to do for his side, the woman prefer that they should die in hunger and starvation. Who caused it? It was through television and through all these false prophets that they use it, putting it to your head. And today, you'll be like saying, now what kind of big thing? Waiting me a beer for you, you may not feel beer. That's why men better pass women for this giant. Waiting men beer, no woman can tolerate it. Do you think this very useless boy right now, if he were to be the one using his own doing gigolo, you know what's called gigolo? The woman cannot support him. The woman can never support him. Except if the man will go to do and they hide. But look at how the man supported the woman. Okay, if you said is that so far not be another reporting all the way, maybe what just give 1 or 2 examples. Since I don't marry you, I just suffer here. Maybe that was how the man just said, okay now. Well, be the another robber. Come on me. The woman not go agree. That's why today now man they suffer part. This was only the preferential. The only thing God be give to man, right where God give to man, so okay. The only thing you have the right to do. The women they collected it and they go through and for inside water. That today you are not seeing it that if you just see man, he don't marry. You won't attended the wedding, you see and see one girl. It's an abomination. To you it's an abomination, to God it's not an abomination. What is he doing with the girl? That's what matters. You are only checking out the action. What is the motive behind it? So many marriages today, they are going to die in poverty because of over monitoring. If at times the man need to be freed, I'm not trying to preach here so that make the woman feel bad or make you the man start living busy. I'm telling you what they have used television to do and the narrative they purported. Those days, when all these Kikpotoki will come to Africa, maybe in the 17 something, 18 something, they will meet our fathers with 7 women, our grandfather with 7 women. And those 7 women have the same different spirit, standing for their husband. Then they will both find out that, this is the source of these people's strength. The only way we cannot kill them, kill the men, is for us to go and write a Bible and bring it and say, if you marry more than one wife, it's a sin. Imagine 7 women pray for you. I am not promoting polygamy. Please, I am not promoting polygamy because that's the only sin right now in the world. A lesbian is sin. Adultery is sin. That's the only thing that is a sin. I'm not promoting it. I'm just doing teaching here. God have your way. Please, Mona, forgive me. I'm upsetting anybody. You know. Now, at the time, these same women, some of them are Oasis. Some of them are from river. Some of them are from the Ogmaje, from the forest and all of that. Said, my husband must succeed. And when these people are bringing war in the night, this one will raise up his whatever. This one will raise up whatever. That one will be protected. That was how they begin to dehumanize our African ancestors, our fathers. They dehumanized them. No, but he only takes so. But he only tafu. But they had to say. So let come and be ending it here. Let me come and be going. So, but today now, but it had not become a traditional custom. But this same boy you are seeing, they have where they have their phone, they have the money. As soon as they are going for holiday, most of the people now where they follow our guests for jam, they have wife at home. But the only thing right now, average the woman will comment. Now when you see her with woman. I not talk. I did not talk anything. No. So you can delete this part of it, delete it too, or you can jump it. A lot of women doesn't want to hear it, but that's just the fact. For you, that woman that don't want to hear it, how did you build your house in Nigeria? What about the men want to also start making money with their doing gigolo to build a house? If it is men that have done what women have done, you will never see anybody that will kiss you in your life. Our women will not do it. They will not do it. But if you are a man today, I want to pray for you. If you are a man today watching, your labor will never be in vain. Eternal King of Glory, I commit all the men, particularly the men in this Europe, the good one inside. I commit them into your hands. The pains and agony they are going through, may they never go in vain. Protect them. Every evil woman that wants to kill them in a hurry, give that woman a proper assignment. Erase the mind of the man away from the woman's heart and place in commitment so that that woman will have something to be doing so that we leave that man alone. All these I ask of you. In the name of the God of the ancestors of our land. Amen. Please let's be ending it here. Let's wise up. Let us wise up. Stop playing the same game. Stop playing this usual game. The same game, you have to stop it. You have to stop it, re-strategize, and know how to fix top things. It's very mandatory you re-strategize. Stop playing this usual game your enemy used to. Stop playing it. They are used to it. They are general adversary of it. They will still conquer you again and again. They know it more than you. You can't do it. Use another method. The Sri Lanka, they choose not to play the same game. The Sri Lankans, they choose not to play the same game. The Mali, they choose not to play the same game. The Guinea, they choose not to play the same game. The Burkina Faso, they choose not to play the same game. All countries in the world today, no one is playing the same game again. It's only you that still play the same game. You don't have plan B. You cannot succeed in life if you doesn't have plan B. Even car, if you are traveling at times, the next thing you check is to go and check your spare tire in the boot. Because in case, motor have 4 tires. No matter how new that car will be, you always have, if you are sensible, if you are embarking on a journey, you are supposed to be with a spare tire in your boot. And then they create a special place for spare tire. At times, you will drive car for 10 years. You will never be having, your flat tire, you don't go use them. You will see some car, the car will be, let's say 30 years. For we were the busher motor at times. You will bring some spare tire come and go, they new because the owner never used them once. But why is it there? It's always there. It's always plan B. If you do this one, it does not work. Why go? Now, for those of you that is going out on the 25th to go and vote, I pray you succeed, for example. Now, what about if it does not succeed? That is to say you are going to suffer pains all the rest of your life. Are you not going to say after the Biafra might have gotten their freedom? And now you want to say, what do you want to fight at that time? Similarly, you have nothing to fight. Similarly, you are nothing to. If a Gambia boy who is in social media solves Nigerian problem, the same way I also see their problem. The same way I see problem of the people in Kukuyu. The same way I see the problem of people in Swaziland. The same way I see the problem of what Pobia is doing to the Cameroonian. The same way I see the people see the problem of the Ugandese, what Museveni is doing there. The same way I also found out that they're supposed to be a gene in South Sudan. The same way I see that Tunisia should also be having a gene. We all need that gene. We all need that gene. All Africa need that gene. Our life is not still photosynthesized. Because how can you be doing the same thing? You are expecting a different result. If you are doing the same thing, you are going to get a different result. We are doing the same thing, we are expecting to get a different result. You cannot really sow cassava and reap cocoyam. Whatsoever a man sow, that he shall reap. If you sow stupidity, man, you are going to reap pains. If you sow idleness, you will be hungry. That's why they say no food for the lazy man. No food for lazy man. Imagine every day by day I must come out with different topics. I think to give one enlightenment. You can see I use he for she. Who give a damn about that? The most important thing, if you can always give me a geographical latitude to always have my view, you will get me more better because I'm not in interview in Great Britain. You get what I'm saying? So that is that. Please, let emulate good thing. Learn how to transmit messages to our loved ones. Whatever thing we put here, we are not doing sarcophagy. We are not looking for recognition. God have already recognized us. I said, go and consult to Oracle. Now God call me. Go and have you never seen consult? Go and consult. Now God call me. Now God call me. That's why nobody can stand today and do what I've been doing since 2017 years like media. I never want to compromise my value. It is good to support good governance. We elect a governor, okay, and this governor will be good. At the time he's not doing well what we expected of him, we go give him, bo. If we don't give him, then we'll threaten her, then we'll step back, look for the next action. I'm not playing politics this year. I'm just surprised I'm not playing politics. Do you think if I'm campaigning for any of these leaders, then they must give me money? But we are not doing that. You know, because we want everlasting freedom. God is searching for a man. Oh, God is searching for a man. Now, are you that man that God is searching for? If our pastor have been able to convert their preaching to become an activist, I think it have a long way to go. It's always blessing. How can as Nigeria, pastor pray for miracle? Which miracle won't happen? Moses were having a rod in his hand. That was what making to cross Red Sea. What measure are you putting? You can be a member of IPOB right now, then you are praying, God, we will succeed. Every of that arrow, what Nigeria government is planning to make sure the very day we will declare freedom, to make sure we will block our border. Any of your soldiers they are bringing to come and fight us, those soldiers are disarmed them. They will never see road and enter Biafra land. That will not be a prayer because you have been able to put in a proactive measure. Now you abandon demon. Demon is not your problem. Demon will fight back to you. Demon most of the time is not your problem. Now waiting don't spoil and demon they pull hand. Why the gate not the get finance? You get where you go rich. Wait not if you draw your money. You go narrow as and see. Now money wait not there. Now who you let work out wasn't book me. Come and fly my engine. What's in Azena you multi or why I need to go can go mechanic? What wasn't worry? You cannot even eat Nazen. Everything Nazen. Economic situation. Let me not jump that one have nothing to do here. I would have give you an example right now. Or what's happening in Edo. I went to somewhere today. They said I cannot collect cash. Say their machine is spoiled. I went to somewhere today before I came to come and do the video. They say except card, their machine is spoiled. Now, so publicly, why would a machine with today pay money? Why it go spoil? They are just trying to do test run everywhere to see how will people react to it. That's what they are doing. How can pretend money automatically money is not in the system? But the same people that say money is not in the system is distributing money for their loved ones, for their people. Now, what now makes you that you are a Nigerian? Okay, they if you buy a pap, give pig, you go see carry and go. Go poto. Go. I think equal correct now. Equal and correct English. Equal. No. Go. Abi. Okay, mode. Abi. I think I'm. Please follow us on National Patriot. God bless you. Follow us on National Patriot. And also follow us on New World Construction. Follow us there. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. IAICP TV is our YouTube channel. IAICP TV is our YouTube channel. For those of us who want to call all the time, telephone number plus 34631 056284. Telephone number plus 34631 056284. That's our telephone number. So today's day is 22. Biafra border, they will lock on tomorrow. So please, it's not too late, join with your consciousness. Let free, I said, let nobody, I don't say me you don't go vote. If you go do your voting. But I would have been happy if you can keep yourself alive, particularly area where they are red, whatever. There's one thing I wanted to tell us. For the past some days right now, the embassy of America in Nigeria issued out a letter telling their citizens to get some food stock. I think it should be in our page. Let me just read it for you. Let me read it for you what the letter contains. Because America, you know, they are very good in protecting their people. The U.S. Embassy and consulate in Nigeria. Look at it. He said by Sharon. Oh God. Listen, you cannot let me zoom again. But let me see if I can. Okay, don't go now. He said, oh, what's wrong now? Let me just read line 1 for you because the thing no. He said the United States Embassy in Nigeria has issued an advisory to its citizens in Nigeria, alerting them on possible violence ahead of the forthcoming general election. That's how America does their things. America, they are not charging IPOP, terrorists, whatever. America know the pains, the good America. I'm talking about the Restored Republic. The incorporated or Badi. Badi does not like any black. Badi holds the population agenda. When we multiply. They hold the population, so they want mayhem to happen. That's why the Restored Republic is the one issuing this warning to his people. They even write in the down of the letter for them to get some food stock. Because America is the home of a civil right. It's the home of a human right. The zoom is the return. The zoom is the return. And without zooming, you can't read it. Okay, let's see whether it goes like this. Or in a notice on his website titled Possible Protests Leading to Election and Restricted Movement on Election Day, February 25 and March 11th, the embassy urged the citizens to avoid rallies as they can turn violent with little or no notice, stating that movement will be restricted during the period. They've already know what is happening. America can best tell you the logistics you are supposed to put in place. They know what it takes for freedom. Is it not 1776 they got their independence from UK? No country that never wanted the demand for that. It is only some DOS and in those states that self-determination is a sin. It's not a sin. America is not even charging IPOP now, you are a terrorist. So this is their right. It is their right. It is their right. So let me leave you here. Let me not come to say I'm starting on that topic. From here, God bless you.